think over the history of time, this OPTIC roster has sketched me out a little bit on Icebox, but they've improved a lot since putting Victor on this KO role, since getting FNS on stage. I think they've looked better with this comp, the no duelist comp. I still think I would actually now favor V1 in this series. I feel crazy saying this, Dan, after map 1, but I'm gonna give the edge to V1.
I'm curious on the knife line up there as well, and oh, that's the punish Whippy, so he has to pull the TP, the rendezvous, otherwise he'll get stuck out there and frag. They take mid control, try to at the same time. So OPTIC, they're putting a lot of pressure on B and mid, and look at the push out of A main as well, coming through from version 1. They're not messing around, they're right on the back of this push into B from OPTIC, and they've effectively got them contained on that, and they're not even planted yet.
They've took out the lurker, Dan, but more importantly, they took out the controller. There's no wall. But they have FNS's wall. But the shock darts!
Oh no, that is a problem. That's a big problem for OPTIC. The spike is down, and they're going to have to find a way to get the plant. The wall is still up for the time being, but it is going away quite quickly now as Crash is trying to defend it. He has to go closer. He has to try to defend it. Eventually they'll get it down, but look at the losses. 4 players had to die to get the spike planted, and that was never going to work out for OPTIC, unfortunately. Great response from version 1 early here on Icebox.
Oh my. Version 1 starting off a map strong. Pistol on the double flank on A. We've been seeing OPTIC a lot lately on Icebox, Dan, and they do this thing where they leave Marv solo on the A side. They'll do a B default. And then if Marv is successful, they can go back into him. Version 1 said none of that. We're going to take the fight to Marv and give you no back out options and no smokes for B. And we'll have the shock darts ready for the plant. That was such a good prepared round from V1.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you. There's so much to talk about. OPTIC will put the pressure on this B long position once again. Not operating with all that much, of course. They are saving. They've got a Frenzy of Ghost. And don't forget the Headhunter for Yay as well, a few bullets in that. And that might be what they need to get an entry here, but version 1,
wow,
pick him off, so that's a huge win early.
Yeah, Xander getting that frag is massive. He's also playing behind his mid wall, using this drone. And there you go! What?
That was not supposed to happen. Effie's is there to support, so it's okay, but look at Whippy goes, dropping straight into the acid, into the smoke to take down the spike. Marv coming in with a really good timing there with the ghost, takes down 2 players, looking very dangerous now. Crashies, he's picked up the spike, and he's made his way back out. Do they realize where Crashies is, though? Because as far as they're concerned, if he waits long enough, maybe he's gone back through B long to A. But he just wants to wait to force a rotation and maybe get a 1v1.
And if he waits at this site, there's weapons, and that's what he's seeing. A Frenzy on the ground. Anything other than this classic would be great for Crashies. But he's not going to get that opportunity. Xander's going to swing. Huge bonus right there. Eco for V1. Now we're on the bonus. And this is where OPTIC gets real scared.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to be very interesting to see the style that they'll choose here. We've had a lot of B and mid play so far, nothing towards A. It looks like that will continue here at the start of this round from OPTIC.
So there again, Marv putting up that B wall. I think he's going over to mid now to line up the poison orb for mid. Slightly different here because Ye is now the one lurking this A site, and Marv is over towards mid. So OPTIC giving a different look. The shock dart lineup to take out the signature over there and do really cool.
Now the drone will be used to clear more space towards B long. Lots of investment. That will give them a lot of information. It's not going to get broken early. Poison orb goes up though. And then it goes through the acid there. Victor takes quite a bit of damage. And Xander gets forced back. But it feels like version 1 has really come out ahead here in terms of slowing down their opponents, forcing them to use lots of util. And he's looking for an opportunity. Oh, that's a shot.
And Crashies simultaneously on the other side of the map finds Whippy. And this is how OPTIC spreads the map on Icebox. They have this A lurk. The only job is to just keep people in this A site, potentially get ground if this is nothing. Just be real annoying. But it's all a ruse because, as you can see, we're in a beat.
Yeah, it's hard to see how version 1 could stop this. We've got a nice coordination coming through from OPTIC. They'll get the spike planted. And version 1, they're in a spot where their opponents have got that full setup, post-plant. Ye's lurking in mid. And they don't really have enough players to cover every eventuality. You can see that on the minimaps. Xander kind of cautiously looking back behind him, expecting there could be a flank. Stress is high here for version 1, and
yes, I think they're looking to take a couple of these guns maybe into the next round. Zelsus uses the Grim Wall over there at Snowman to try to get someone top crate at Belong, but no one's home on OPTIC. Meanwhile, wow, Neffes finds Ye flanking through mid. Zelsus will find FNS, and they'll take 2 of these rifles into the next round, which is quite big for V1 actually.
yeah, definitely able to take down, or take away 2 of the rifles from OPTIC. Definitely feels good for version 1. Keep that economy as honest as they possibly can. And what's interesting, gonna be curious to see what OPTIC cook up here.
So Ye actually invested. So no tour de force this round. You can see OPTIC is just, they're gonna spread out. Actually, ooh, this might actually be an A hit. This might be one of OPTIC's first A hits of the game.
Yeah, that would explain the pinging on the minimap there towards 410. Perhaps I'm curious how the Viper walls will be. It's been set to B, so it's giving the option for a mid to late round rotation back to the B site. They'll keep 2 players there. They'll drone B long at the same time. They're looking to basically force a forward push into A main, and this is a setup to basically kill that.
Yeah, meanwhile, Crashy's had 2 lineup shock darts to break any signatures. On the opposing chamber. And he drones out Belong, gets that orb over to FNS. This is such a good early round from OPTIC.
And he, in a very important position, will get dealt with straight away by Ye. Good opening for OPTIC so far on the entry into the safe site. Frag grenade making it pretty impossible to cross backside, and there's the wall to make it even worse. But Celsius with an important pickup there that gives an opportunity. 4 versus 4, they've got the control of Rafters if they want it. And that utility on default not going to land. You see Marv, he's too smart for that. He's planted it safely. But they have to play forward though because of it.
Yeah, that's a terrible post plan, especially with this Viper wall, Dan. They're going to have to play very forward.
Yeah, he's got that tour de force, and he is good to go. Takes down Xander by screens, and Marv pushes out, and they have to, just like you said, they've got to play this position. They've got to fight for it, and so far it's very back and forth. It's just Effie's now against Crashies. I think he's got a good sense as to where Crashies is. He's going to take the high route. He's going to walk. Okay, they doesn't know he's on the high ground. He's on across the rope, but Crashies will be able to find him. Good response. Oh, so close. Really well played by both teams there.
Yeah, that was a really good retake from V1. They had the Viper wall ready for the retake, and OPTIC with the awareness of not planning default, falling into the util trap of V1, but then also having the awareness to play up close post plant. There's so many little intricacies on that round that just shows the level that we're watching. It's so fun.
I wonder if we get a fast round here. There's no Viper wall at the start of the round, so that's normally what we would see. Guess that's the default. Poison orb or the backside. There we go, the wall going across. It's actually for the rafters.
Ooh, Penny has no dash, and now he's been tagged.
Making
he's
their way.
Going to be backing off.
Yeah, they've made their way in, and they've got the wall there to protect the plant, so you get that high plant. That's actually awesome. The wall also makes it very difficult to go. Oh my god,
no
Celsius from out of nowhere puts up the wall as well, looking to try to recover some of those weapons. They didn't get the spike down. It's down in a compromised position. It's actually now heavily favorable to defend for version 1.
This is an absolute disaster for OPTIC. They didn't guard the planter, and they're paying the price. This is going to be a potential flawless round.
Unless Ye can do something about it. As the operator, 5 bullets left, and it gets the first one for free. Heard the audio cues there, but at the same time doesn't want to give away the operator. I don't think. I think that's more of a priority than doing damage here for Ye. He's got no choice but to give it up unless they give him something, which it doesn't look like they're willing to do. Especially now that he's been tagged. That gives up the surprise element.
Man, Dan, how bonkers is that? that round that we just witnessed, they used the KO ult on an eco round. They had the one-way poison orb. They had the wall. They had everything. They had the sage wall for the plant top site. And one sage with a sheriff, you know, just ends everything.
Yeah.
I can't even believe that. I can't believe the impact Zeus has had with that sheriff.
Yeah, like talk about right place, right time. Like basically the only position on the site that he could have been to have any impact that wasn't kind of essentially thought about. And it ends up costing everything. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's in. Oh, he actually crept out. I wonder if he dropped down. Oh, Celsius, what an absolute machine. That is just beautiful.
Wow.
That's so awesome. Save, so they're trying to figure out how they play around that. Marv has his Viper's Pit and Crashies has the Hunter's Fury. FNS is one off of the res as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering, are we going to see anything invest out of Marv? Like maybe anything that would indicate that he would pop this pit. And we don't. So this is a super bare bones round for OPTIC. I'm surprised he didn't, given the fact that EA has this operator.
Well, V1 are actually playing retake on A as well. They're ready for anything toward B.
So there's Marv breaks the drone right there for Ye. So this whole round is based on Ye. And can he find something? Can he draw the rotate?
Oh, that might be a problem. Celsius is there to try to support Xander, keep him alive. Hunter's Fury comes through just to make sure that nothing bad happens. And he's able to barely defend. Marv pulling out the knife. Oh, that was...
Wow.
That was brutal. That is R-rated from Ye. And there's 3 more players to go, and they know where he was last spotted. They've got spike control as well. So you can see that they're clearing their flank toward the attacker spawn, whilst Ye is going to clear this position as he makes his way towards yellow. So Ye is going to be... I mean, they're going to basically understand where he has to come from, and that's a problem.
They're giving him a lot of space, though, Dan. And as you should for El Diablo. But he could grab this spike and get to the B side and plant the spike.
Are they going to give him...
They don't want to peek him. They definitely don't want to peek him. But this could be a huge mistake.
Yes.
If he gets the spike down and gets in a great post plant.
Yes. This could be where too much respect could cost him. The question is, Ye and his game sense, is he going to be able to figure this one out? He spotted one now, but he didn't actually connect the shots. That gives Ye the opportunity to fall back. He's taking down one. Out comes the headhunter because he knows that Penny's close. He takes him down as well. The operator's now in hand as he looks for the next player. And where has he disappeared to? It's Sander around the corner. And a huge sigh of relief there for version 1. Like you said, Sean, maybe too much respect, maybe giving him a little bit too much to work with.
Yeah, we've all seen it so many times in esports, right? Where the team that's the underdog is playing the star player in a clutch situation, and they just give them so much space to work with. Space that they would give no one else in that scenario. And someone of Ye's caliber can use their game sense to craft these 1v1s in their favor. And he almost did it. He almost won that 1-on-3, but Xander played it so well, angling off that 1-on-1.
Oh, just got it off before the suppression comes through, and that's going to send OPTIC back. But in the meantime, Penny with the boost on the tube there is going to pick off Marv. So that's your controller gone. Wow. And now an initiator's gone.
Everyone's gone. They have the res, but do you even use it in a 2-on-5?
Oh my god. Wow, okay. This was nasty.
V1. They're running away with this, Dan. They are actually burying OPTIC after this first map.
And
I can't believe what we're witnessing.
It's kind of crazy. The kind of pace of that. Nasty stuff from version 1.
Oh. Here we sit. OPTIC down 2-5 on an eco nonetheless. Ye has the Tour de Force to work with yet again. They have the res. They have a Viper's Pit. They have a Hunter's Fury. But how can they open things up? And the drone immediately broken.
That's unfortunate. That hurts. That's very annoying. Pick up the orb, so... I mean, they have so many ults. And is in a great spot, too. They should be able to isolate him. They know that he's been playing that spot, forcing him to go to the right side. And the trade comes through. Good on Xander, though, to pick up a kill in all of that. And looking like they should be able to get this down. Yes. Important plant. Yay in the forward position. He could be the one that makes this a reality for OPTIC. They need this. They need Yay to really fire up with that tour de force. And the res comes in as well. So opportunities here. Oh no, the 1v1 goes Penny's way. Oh, it's brutal. Version 1 are decimating the hold at the back of the B site. There's nothing left.
Absolutely nothing. And Penny wins the battle onto Yay. The shift in momentum is beyond here. We are so deep in V1 territory right now. And OPTIC, they are floundering. I don't know how they come back into this. OPTIC is not a team historically that when they get punched, they respond well.
Yeah. Yeah.
They typically fold when I watch this team.
Yeah.
And this is scary, scary, scary times for OPTIC.
It's like, especially if you watch it from the first map, it's like, you know, OPTIC doing an impression of a meme coin, you know, just going up really fast and down just as quickly, just like a Dogecoin or something. But as we go back into it and the full guns come out, they've done a lot of good work here towards this B site. We'll see what they can do here. The drone is going to survive. Never mind. The drone's gone. And Hunter's Fury's coming out in response to it. They're looking to send it against those defenders, but pretty much all of his teammates in the way. And they'll take down Xander. It's a good opening kill.
Ooh. Wow. He made FNS really think about that. He broke the wall, broke both portions of the wall.
Yeah.
Celsius still has his for the retake, Dan. I think that's what we need to keep our eyes on this Sage wall.
Yeah, and Penny's going deep with the operator. He has the knives if he wants to go to it, but he's just going so confident. He's got the dash as well. Out come the knives. Oh, Yay has taken him out, though. And that is unfortunate for him, but OPTIC are crushing it right now. Whippy is the last player standing against 4 players. Has to get the ace clutch to save this one now against the clock. And they're going to take the fight straight to him. And OPTIC are going to pick it up. Great effort from OPTIC. Really coming out. Aces there.
Yeah. That was such a good execute by OPTIC. You can see, you know, the whole game, they've been working this like kind of default where they're spreading the map slightly and, you know, trying to use their game sense to pull apart the rotations of V1. Here, they just said, we have the null command. Let's just send it B. Let's just run the site over, get ourselves in a post plant, try to win the round. And I think now OPTIC is going back to tried and true. We're going back to that first round strat where Yay is lurking the A site. And, you know, here they are working B a little bit. They actually are running a really slow default again, though.
Yeah. It's been super interesting to see how heavy the B defaults have been. You don't see it very much from most teams on Icebox.
Double aggression on A. Whippy and Penny are both in really forward angles.
Yeah, able to cover for each other here, and they each rely on each other. Whippy, frag, TP, Penny picks up Yay on just a dry peek. And they're just like that. Snap of the fingers, and it's a 3 versus 5 for OPTIC, and they've got nothing except the forward position from Crashies on the B site.
Ooh, he could get really good timing through this wall. But Xander cracks him. And Zelsis find Mart. FNS on a 1-on-5. There's no shot.
Yeah. Version 1 right now with that Prime Gaming Flawless looking like they're bringing in the energy that OPTIC had on Ascent on map 1 into the most important map, which is map 3. Sadly for OPTIC so far. Oh, and it's interesting, Sean, you know, you see Whippy in that forward spot, and it's as though they also don't expect there to be somebody else there. Penny has been playing A pretty much every round, I think. So, never going to the A site, they don't have much information as to how it's being played. I feel like that kind of backfired there, in that sense.
It really did. And again, you know, they have both their movement ability agents over here towards the A site, but they have the read. 3 players defending B.
Oh, great opening there from Xander, but going down as the controller. And doesn't seem to matter too much. Version1 taking the fight to their opponents here. Oh, my goodness! Celsius with the wall. That's fantastic. Version1 just making it hurt. Every inch gained is so costly for Optic. And he's got...
Celsius just dunked on him.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. That was really awesome. Version1 looking like they are speeding to this 9-3 first half. Of course, there's one more in it after this round. And yay, you don't put it past him with 5 HP. And they got that drone tag on him, so they know where he was about 5 seconds ago. And they've got everything covered. He has the spike, though. He's going to make his way forward to the site now. 5 HP. He's got to be faster. And his first bullet has to connect straight to the head. His crosshair placement has to be perfect. So many things have to go right. And it's a fantastic position from Penny.
Wow. Version1 now. They're totally in the driver's seat. Not even, because they're just hitting every shot and they're just so much better. But because of the rounds they've won, they can read the decisions of OPTIC so well. They knew this was going to be a B hit. Just like the round prior, they knew it was going to be an A hit, which is why they had both of those players at A. The in-game leading right now from V1 is excellent. Xander's doing such a good job of just staying focused on what OPTIC's game plan is.
Yeah, I love that you called that out. And it's so funny because Xander, now he's at A. He's usually playing anchoring B, and there's the Viper's Pit. And OPTIC really wanted to get it done here on this A site. Drone goes through, and it just gets whippy. So it's not the... You wanted to maybe get the Viper tag there. Whippy can get out for free. And they haven't learned too much. What do OPTIC do? They have Marv waiting the B garage for any possible pushes, but that's not going to happen. Oh my goodness.
On top of Tube in mid. I think he was actually on the Sage wall, right? Like he was earlier in the half.
I believe so, yeah.
Look at this A setup. They have 2 people holding the top of the Viper ult and Xander holding the lower part of the ult. This is very cool, but OPTIC is aware of those shenanigans, and they're actually going to go through mid here.
35 seconds for the spike to be planted. They're going to try to pop out together. Flash! Oh, that's so beautiful. Gorgeous. Little set piece there from OPTIC to get themselves through the undertube. But it's a nice catch from Penny. They've got to get the spike down soon, though. And Penny on this angle is a problem. However, Penny is the only player that could possibly stop the plant. They're going to plant it in the safest of spots. But playing post-plant around it is going to be very difficult because they're all spread out.
I believe Victor has eyes on the spike from mid. But with a Spectre, his eyes are no good.
Oh, Xander.
Wow.
Just knows. He knows. Omniscient Xander. Finesse around the corner. Needs to win that battle. But Xander, yet again, it's going to be up to El Diablo. Marv also is going to be chiming in. Takes down the juggernaut that is Penny. And there goes Whippy, though. And yeah, he needs to respond. That's a great response so far. 2 more players to go. He's got 1 bullet left in the tour de force. And there's 2 players. Oh, he's found it. Oh, he gets the double as well for the round. The Red Bull clutch out of El Diablo. What a way to finish the first half. I can't believe it. There's a chance yet for OPTIC. We'll see if they can do it after this break. Diablo himself bringing the fires of hell straight into Icebox, but the question is it enough, Sean? 4 rounds is all they got out of the first half.
Man, I was telling you when you threw the break, I was so sad because I had to throw the break and I couldn't even talk about how insane that was. That was the most incredible.
Yeah, that's it's pretty intense. The ace clutch. Unbelievable. Well, we have the movement up mid coming through from V1 on the attack, straight through the poison orb into that B site, but they are surrounded, let's not forget. So whilst they've gained some ground here, they've got a lot of angles to have to worry about as OPTIC starts to find their way into the site to try to deal with this. And it looks good so far. They're very spread out, these version 1 players. Oh, this guy is different. He's better.
Yay with the headhunter is insane. See, the round slows down. Yeah, the round slows down now. Whippy on this lurk, though. He's... Oh, Ye's signature finds him. Gives up the game. You can see Effie's now kind of making his way back now. They're going to regroup, hit this A site, and they should get the plant, Dan. This site's open.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot of opportunities here for them. They'll get that set up however which way they want it, but a lot of utility, unfortunately, has already been burned. The recon is going to be quite important for Effies. And Optic looking like they're trying to gather up 3 altogether from the spawn side. And Whippy's got a pretty deep position. It's got a classic too. He has to hit some good shots here. Very difficult. He uses the rendezvous to get out though.
See Ye coming in here with this headhunter. He's already found 2. 2 more remaining. We have no eyes on this.
They don't, but they're able to isolate FNS. However, Ye's there to respond. He's come off of the spike. He's come off the spike. And it's reset. They didn't get it half. Effie's always playing the mind games. And Ye, he is not faking this one. A full defuse from Ye. This guy delivers every time.
Wow. Wow. How is the guy that had that double collat to end the half going to stick a defuse in a one-on-one? I would never predict that in a one. I would never peek that man in that one-on-one. What a play by Ye to full stick. It wasn't even halved.
Yeah, Ye's value just goes up. It's like Bitcoin. It can't be inflated. It's just non-inflationary. It just always will go up. Only a limited amount, and it's insane how Ye is delivering here for Optic. They need this energy to give them the space to work with. He's given that to them.
Oh. The suppress comes in from Victor. Dan, that hits 4 players. Look at Optic rotating.
That's given... Oh, hang on. We have Xander deep in the A site. He's working his way through, and there is a sense that he could be doing this. FNS is in that A site as well. So, version 1, you know, they're stalling here. They are a little stuck, but maybe there's an opportunity also to be found for Xander. That said, he's backing out now.
V1 is just kind of chilling around this B site, waiting for the time to strike, and Penny has found it with 2!
Oh my goodness, Penny! Oh, he's answered back to some of Ye's insanity with that Marshall. And now it's going to be very difficult because look how Xander's going to get activated. There's too much for FNS to worry about.
No way, Dan.
Oh, and Penny's back at it again. Here, right at the back of Yellow, doing more damage. But Ye coming in. He is not done just yet. It doesn't matter how much health he has. If he has bullets in the gun and he can see, he's dangerous. But Penny's going to take him down. And it's a steal. An absolute steal from version 1.
Holy cow, this man just...
Okay. Well, Ye has a tour de force. I don't know that this is the round for it, given that the rest of his team have invested pretty much nothing. It looks like he was thinking about it, though. He did pick up light armor.
I think he will. He will. Yeah, he's going to buy here. I think he's going to use that tour de force, and they're going to try to just go off the back of Ye. They're going to let him pick over here at A and just hope for the best.
See what he can do. They are moving towards the A side, so Ye. The story is about Ye.
He's going to ask FNS now to break this drone. Can FNS break it before it sees him, though?
I think so. Walled all up to actually protect his cross as well. That might bait them in as well. We'll see what Ye can do with this. He'll get slowed down. In the meantime, Xander's working his way up mid here for version 1. There's the whip, but Victor's in there with the cover. The whip again from Ye. 2 bullets gone, still alive though. Tour de force still in the round, and it's going to reset into the rafters. Xander working his way up mid there for version 1. They can go back, and it looks like they will.
He has the wall at B and the mid cutoff, Dan. This is such a good lurk from Xander and a great call from the in-game leader.
Painful. Painful for Optic. The cutoff there from Whippy. Catching the rotation. This is very awkward now. They will be able to catch Xander, so that's a big win. 4 versus 3 now for Optic.
30 seconds left.
And no smokes over here at this B site. No wall. No poison orb. Celsius has his Sage Wall, and they're going to use that. He's going to actually use it to aggress.
This is looking good so far. Nice recovery from version 1. He's still in the action with that tour de force. Could be late to the action, though. Marv needs to try to stay alive. He's going to get found. 3 now for Whippy. Drops down. Yay, another miss, but a quick response. Able to take down Whippy. Is there any more damage to be done? 1 bullet left, 2 players from the same position. We saw this before. I don't know if it's going to happen again as he makes his way forward. He's going to get found. Effys takes him out. And yay. I mean, he had opportunities this round, Sean. This could have been that round for him, but it wasn't this time.
No, yeah, he definitely had the shots, right? Penny top sight. I don't know if that player top 410 was really a doable shot for him. Even for Ye, that was an insanely difficult shot. But yeah, it's just not going the way of Optic right now. It seems like V1 is in full control. And it's not because Ye is missing shots. It's because V1 is structurally way better. They are sticking together in packs, using utility really well. That's a really good 0 point from Victor to get this orb.
Yeah, that pressure onto the A sites, and there's we have a deep position for FNS on B long, so able to keep that under control. Doesn't look like V1 are going to be rotating. Committing to this A site right now. Optic playing retake. They've got that toxic screen for the retake. They're going to be swinging in. It looks like they're going to try to. Ooh, slightly denied by the Cloudburst. Very tentative here from version 1. And Ye's going to go for the peak there. It's all about these timings. The wall goes in to protect the plant, and it will. And version 1 come out of that with a 4 versus 3 post plant.
Yeah, and in most scenarios, I wouldn't like this. But with this comp, it's quite nice. Unfortunately, no Viper mollies, and Zelsis falls.
Ooh, and Nalkamon comes through. So Victor's going to try to make this impossible for the retake, as we see that wall goes down to protect the spike defuse, and Optic, they know they're going to force the hand for version 1, and they take full advantage. Effys swinging around. Both players are quite weak. They've got to hold on to this one. The transfer from Effys, then he's going to do it! Effys comes in with a Red Bull clutch, the spray transfer, and V1 can do no wrong.
No, these individual players from V1 are shining, Dan. They are winning the clutches. They're winning the fights. And they're looking good in the early rounds strategically. These guys are outclassing Optic on every level of the game right now. Wow, this is so fun to watch. Version 1 is clearly entering the top 3 of our scene.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Aggression
Wow,
towards B long this time. This is a bit of a different look. And we get aggression on A for version 1, or rather from Optic and mid. They're going to lose... Oh, they're going to lose Marv. That's a big loss for the defense of this B site. And the luck from Xander as well. He's found his way around the back of Ye. Oh, he's got 2 players here. They're lined up. Oh my god. Ye turns around and nails him. But it might all be for naught here because version 1 get the trade and they're in the advantage 4 against 2.
They're too good, Dan. They are so well drilled. This V1 team with Xander as the IGL comes into the team and just brings them back into this form that we hadn't seen since Reykjavik. This team just disappeared. Yeah. Especially after losing Vanity. I never thought they would be back. And boy, did they come back with a vengeance.
Yeah, I totally agree. They're looking fantastic right now. The top of the NA scene is really rounding out so nicely. It's beautiful to watch. But we have a good chance here for Optic to hold on to things here. It's 7 rounds in a row is what they need to win. They've got Ye on the operator as a full buy. Couldn't afford shields, but it's good on the firepower sense.
Pushing down tube, and is found by the in-game leader Xander that we've been talking about. And meanwhile, he has the signatures to work with to hold the B push, but this is definitely coming at the A side.
Oh, with the dash there, that's unfortunate, but it's not too eventful for version 1. They still get the trade, and they manage to get the spike plant off the back of that. Oh, big shock darts. Is that going to finish Zelsis off? He's going to be able to dodge that one. Might have the heal available still as well. 4 versus 3 for this hold for version 1 to win the game. Optic coming through. Nice opening from Marv. Deals with the 4 position of Zelsis. Hunter's Fury getting sent to his post-plant position. But Xander on that impossible lurk.
Oh, man.
Marv with so much to do. Needs someone to make a mistake.
Xander's so smart. He uses the ult out of heaven, marked in a 1-on-3. Then he needs this, and he finds Whippy.
3 bullets. Forces out the next one. Has to switch to the classic, but that is that. 13-5, and version 1. I mean, they got blown up on Ascent, and we didn't expect it, but they answered back in spades, Sean. Just thinking about the recovery on Haven, and then not just the strategy, but the clutch. Weathering the storm from El Diablo himself in the way that they did it was nothing but pure class from version 1.
Think about what they had to do.